All right, so we're in the final week of our series, Escape Room. And in the first week of this series, I told you guys what an escape room is. And if you guys don't remember, it's where you get put in a room with a group of friends, and you have 60 minutes to get out. You have to solve some puzzles and crack some codes, and you have to use your collective wits to try and get out of this escape room. So how would you feel, this is a think in your head question, how would you feel if you got put in an escape room all by yourself? You're in there for 60 minutes all by yourself. You'd probably get really angry, really frustrated, and you'd probably be really scared by the end because you're not going to be able to get out by the end of 60 minutes. Because one thing in life that is pretty certain is that if you're in an escape room by yourself, you're not going to be able to solve those puzzles because you can't use the collective minds of other people. And even though you may be really smart, there's going to be some codes that you're not going to be able to crack. And so it would be pretty hard to be in that escape room all by yourself. When I was in high school, I think I was a freshman or sophomore, my family was going outside and we were trimming our bushes and trimming some of our hedges, trees, or whatever they are. The rest of my family went to the backyard. They were going to use a chainsaw and was going to cut down. We had some really, really tall bushes. They were going to cut them down to the ground so they could grow back later on. And so I went to the front yard with a different chainsaw. It's one of those electric plug-in chainsaws. Not very popular, but still I had one. And so I was all by myself. I'm cutting this crepe myrtle. If you don't know what a crepe myrtle is, it's a tree that's pretty skinny, and it goes up, and then it bushes up kind of at the top, and it's got all these flowers and all that. And after spring and towards the summer, and towards the end of summer, you're supposed to prune it back, and you're supposed to almost cut it down to nothing at the top so that it can grow back better. And so that's what I was doing. I was cutting the limbs off with my hands, and I get to one side. It's this left side if I'm looking at my house. And on the left side is also our neighbor's house and their driveway. And so I'm cutting, and I realized, oh no, I'm cutting this limb, and it's going to fall on his car. And so I reach up and grab it, and I had, remember, a chainsaw in this hand. And so as I'm bringing the limb down, I caught my hand right there with the chainsaw, and I found out really quickly that hurts. So now that's a pretty funny story, and most of you guys have not been in that situation, but it's something that we have to think about. Seriously, doesn't it feel weird to do life alone? And haven't we all felt like we're at some point in our lives completely alone? I mean, you're not actually alone. You may be in a crowd of people and you feel like you're alone. Maybe you're at school and your family life's not great. Your parents are fighting or something is going on at home, and you talk to your friends and they seem like their parents have everything together. And so whenever you talk to your friends, you feel like you're completely alone in the fact that your family life is not all together like you would want it. Or maybe for you, it is school, and you want to get really good grades just like all your friends, and you try really hard, and your friends make it look really easy to get good grades. But for you, you just can't seem to get the grades that you want. And it makes you feel alone because you just can't get those grades. Or maybe for you, it's some type of disease that you've been born with or something like that, and you have to get up in the morning and take medicine, and you just feel different because it feels like nobody understands you because they've never been through that. And in life, sometimes those situations, no matter what they are, they make us feel completely alone and completely separated from the people around us. And they make you feel completely apart from everybody else. The truth is, that's a normal part of life, to be sad or to be mad or to feel hurt or to feel alone. And it's something that's going to happen in everybody's life. But feeling like you're the only person who has to deal with what you have to deal with is not the right thing to feel. Because really, people have been there and done that before. So, what do you do when you face tough stuff and you feel alone because of it? Maybe some of you have began to trust God on your walk of life, and you've realized that you're going through troubles in your life, and as you go through your troubles in your life, that you've turned to God, and you've turned to God more, and it's strengthened your relationship with God. On that, we're proud of you for that, because that's what you need to do. You need to turn to God in those hard times, and He can comfort you. But some of you may still feel alone in those troubles or in that situations, and you're waiting for someone to reach out and to help you. We learned in the first week of this series that God is here to carry us through our hard times. And then 2 weeks ago, that we learned that we need to embrace what we're going through instead of trying to escape what we're going through. That God wants to develop your character through the situations you're going through. And this week we're going to learn that not only God wants to be with you through your situations, and that He wants to help you in your situations, but He wants to help you live through those situations, and He wants to live through you in those situations as well. However, the problem is that sometimes when we run to God for comfort, that's exactly where it stops. We run to God and He comforts us. And whenever we get there, we don't turn around and look around at us and see who else needs to be comforted. In the book of Corinthians, it's written by Paul to a church in Corinth. And Corinth is a city that's in Greece. And Paul is talking to these people. These people, if you didn't know, in early Christianity times, it was hard to be a Christian. You got persecuted, you almost got killed, and on top of that, they had to go through the same emotional, physical, and spiritual type of battles that we have to go through every day. And so Paul wrote this to the Corinthians in verse 3. 2 Corinthians 1:3, it says, "All praise to God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. God is our merciful Father and the source of all comfort. He comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. When they are troubled, we will be able to give them the same comfort God has given us." So, first off, we start off thinking, yes, God is a merciful and powerful God. And that's a reminder from week 1 that we learned that sometimes we feel like God has left us and that we're alone without God. But we learned that God is a wonderful and powerful God, and He can take us through those times. Next, in the next verse, verse 4, Paul tells exactly what God did to comfort us. He comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. Did you catch that? God comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. It doesn't mean that once we get through our troubles and we're comforted by our troubles, that we're just supposed to stop. It means that we're supposed to stop, look around, and help other people be comforted as well. Basically, Paul wrote this: "Don't let the comfort God gives you end with you. When life is hard, God says to comfort others." The second part of verse 4, it says, "When they are troubled, we will be able to give them the same comfort God has given us." The same comfort that God has given us is meant to be given to others. We're supposed to give that same comfort to other people. Here's another way to say that. Take the comfort that you received and give it to someone in need. Take the comfort you received and give it to someone in need. You see, there's something else at play here. When we deal with difficult things, we turn to God and God comforts us. But then we're supposed to help other people do the same thing when they're going through difficult times. We're supposed to say, "I'm here for you. I understand you." And we could say the two most powerful words, "Me too." And you can empathize. Empathize means to show that you know what they're talking about with those people so that they can know that you've been there and you've done that and that you can help comfort them. So here's what I'm going to challenge you guys to do. Number 1, look for comfort. Number 2, look to comfort. There may be some of you here thinking, How am I supposed to comfort others when I'm still looking for comfort? All of us here are on different parts of our spiritual journey, and we're all over the map on that. And the good thing is that we could all look to God for comfort. And maybe you're thinking that you need to look to God for comfort, and you're struggling with that. I encourage you guys to get with one of your small group leaders, one of your teachers at school, or your counselors at school, and get some wise counsel. Get people, tell them what you're going through, and let them help you get comfort, hope, and love. And they'll help you get through that. But then there's some of you guys who have been through those troubled times, who've been through those hard times. The next thing you guys need to do is to get that comfort that you have and spread it to other people. Part of looking to comfort may simply be sending a text message to one of your friends that you know is going through a hard time. Or maybe inviting that friend to come sit with you at the lunch table. Or maybe inviting that friend who's going through that hard time to come over after school or after church to come and hang out, just to talk, just to hang out. Or maybe it's just saying, hey, I'm here for you whenever you need to talk. We need to be able to comfort others and say me too as well. What if everyone that was hurting ran to God? What if everyone who ran to God and got comfort from God then turned and helped comfort others? How would that change the way our schools looked? How would that change the way our churches and our city looked? And how would that change the way the world looks? I'm going to pray, but whenever you guys go into small group, I want you to think about this one question. Who in my friend circle needs to hear the words, me too? Let's pray. God, thank you.